Good day everyone, my name is AZHAR. Matrix number 270226 will present about introduction of our report. Information and communication technology is a technology that supplies information access via technology. While communication technology, also known as information technology, is the utilization of computer in keeping, recovering, distributing, and modifying data, and normally used to describe computer or computer networking. Communication technology has been recognized as a component of ICT too.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Ambia. Now we're gonna talk about what are the 5 culture change brought by communication technology in our society. First of all, what is culture change? Culture change is called repositioning of culture that emphasizes the influence of cultural capital on individual and community behavior. As such, communication technology has also changed our society culture, whether domestically or abroad. The first culture change that brought by communication technology is influence the nature of knowledge, education, and academics as a whole. In the past, access to knowledge was limited and only covered at certain areas. Today, access to knowledge are way more faster and easier to learn because it can be obtained globally and only at your fingertips. Even teaching and learning systems also are now all based on innovation in communication technology, where various communication facilities has been created to advance the field of knowledge, especially to link the process of sharing information. For example, Google and Firefox that allow data, statistics, files, documents, and various types of information to be uploaded and shared globally across the country, compared to the old days where information can only be shared and transferred using books, newspaper, and mail. The second culture changes that brought by communication technology is change the way people communicate and receive information in society. As we can see, people switch from a passive mode of communication like television, radio, and cinema to an active mode of communication like internet web, Facebook, and Instagram. People are also no longer isolated owing to visual communities. People begin to use this new method of forming a long-distance interpersonal bonds based on shared interests. It is also more conducive and effective to communicate with other person, whether individually or in groups. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. Hi doctor, you are with me, SAMIHAH AZHAR Walter, matric number 281846. I'm going to continue the presentation with the cultural changes brought by communication technology. So the changes are new technologies can alter space and time. So time and space are preserved differently on the internet and real life. So this affects the length of time it takes to communicate as well as the quantity of space available to communicate. Nowadays, we can communicate not only through WhatsApp but through Telegram or Messenger on Facebook as well. Next changes is change in family interaction. Actually, it is difficult to generalize the influence of communication technology on family life. This is because there is a positive and negative side. So for the positive side is that you can always sustain ties with geographically distant family members. So let's say if a family are staying in London, you can always communicate with them through video calls. Next is, on the negative side, loss of time with families. Youngsters prefer to spend more time on phone rather than communicating with their family members. Last but not least, the mixture of global culture and outside influences. So this is where the globalization takes place. Differences of human civilization among certain society can be witnessed, which allows cultural sharing to take place. So we can actually learn about other cultures and understand them as well. So as a conclusion, it can say that the changes of communication influence the culture or nature of knowledge, such as education and academics. And this change the way people communicate and receive information in our society. Thank you.
Hello, my name is LEONG and number matric is 281005. I will present about the part how cultural change has impacted or contributed to society. First one is contributed in the culture or nature of knowledge, education, and academic. Before, people used to write information on paper or print material and receive the knowledge from that. But now the internet has become more widely available. A smartphone and a computer can help people get a lot of information that you don't understand. For instance, students must spend some time to visit the library and select a specific book from the bookshelf. But now students only need to spend a few seconds on a laptop to enter the library online and get a digital book. Second is contribution in the way people communicate and receive the information in society. In past, an individual could only use word deliver the message in the traditional style such as the writing letter, but that method need a lot of time and money. Now the way of people communication more is on online and social media because this can make people more quickly to deliver message. For example, the government of Malaysia using the FB as the way to announce the increased case of COVID-19 every day. This can help the public away get the last news and anytime and anywhere. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, I'm YUIN. My metric number is 278724. I'm going to continue the part on how cultural changes have impacted to society. The third impact is impacted in altering space and time. Now individuals can communicate even when they are in separate locations. For example, we are now online learning by using WebEx or Google Meeting, although the lecturer and the students are in different places. Moreover, in earlier times, people used carrier pigeons to convey messages. Message delivered consuming a period. We now use devices, email, texting, and social media to transmit information in a short time. Next, impacted in family interaction. Even if people remote locations, people may keep in touch with their family via daily video chats. Even faraway relative members are increasingly more linked through groups on digital networking. Nevertheless, communication technology influences poor face-to-face engagement. People who spend most of their time in front of screens will have limited experience with good human connections. No matter adults or children, most people are always on the phone, whether they are eating or having family gatherings. Last, cultural changes have also been impacted from the mixture of global culture and outside influences. Individuals now can exchange further knowledge with one another. For example, artists from various places can communicate with one another and display their work on a worldwide platform. Globalization also facilitates countries' exposure to international information and increases global competition. For particular, knowledge transfers between technical specialists might have resulted in rises in labor productivity annually in an average country sector. That's all from my part. Thank you.
Hi, it's me again to share about conclusion of our group report. There are 5 cultural changes brought by communication technology which are contribute or even affected in the culture of nature of knowledge, education, and academic, the way people communication and receive information in society, outer space and time, the family interaction, and the last one, mixture of global culture and outside influences. It is undeniable modern ICT have successfully built a new world for their users which can let them communicate as usual. That's all from our group. Thank you.